Hi friends, my name is Vineet Arora and today I am going to cover more questions of 304 AZ304. These are the sample question or you may say the practice question that may help you in achieving the certification. I have already created two videos with respect to AZ304 and I have covered around 30 plus questions there. So please check my previous video if you want to uh, go with practice of more questions, right? I will also further continue to create more videos with respect to it. So before starting, let me just request you that please subscribe my channel, and if you like this video, please like. Okay, so let's continue. What I will do, I will go through the number of questions and I will read the question and I will also provide the answer. Right? What you need to do if you want to, if you think that I am quite fast, you just need to pause this video and need to read the questions carefully, and then you can think the answer in your mind, and then can further you can play this video. Okay. Okay, so let's start. So first question is, you need to recommend a solution to generate a monthly report of all the new Azure Resource Manager resource deployment in your subscription. What should you include the recommendation? Okay, so here we are talking about that we need to generate a monthly report. Okay, and monthly report, how we can generate? We can generate the monthly report with the help of Azure Activity Logs. Okay, next question. Your company has deployed various application in an Azure subscription named Subscription 1. Your company has allocated around $10,000 per month in financial planning for Azure cost. If Azure costs are $7,500 per month, then you must shut down the non-critical applications in non-production environment. What should you do? So guys, here what we are talking about to reduce the cost. And how we are thinking about, we are thinking that we need to create an alert, and what when that alert will be achieved, we will stop the services which are not required, right, to save the cost. So there is an option in Azure. What is that option? That option is to create a budget alert, right? Cost budget alert we can create, and what we can do, we can provide a hook or we can provide a service. So whenever there will be a particular alert will be fired, we can fire that function app or hook to shut down our services, right? So what we can do, we will choose this answer: create a budget alert and invoke a webhook, implement logic in webhook to shut down the resources. Next question. You architect a solution that calculate 3D geometry, right? You have the following requirement: perform calculation in Azure. Each node must communicate data to every other node. Maximize the number of nodes to calculate multiple scenes as fast as possible. Require the least amount of effort to implement. You need to recommend a solution, right? What you need to do, we need to recommend a solution. What is the best recommended solution here? Here guys, we are talking about the calculation of 3D geometry from height map data. So this particular calculation is quite heavy, and in case of heavy transactions or heavy computation, what we can do, we can use the Azure batch, right, instead of VM. So please check, do we have the option of Azure batch? Yes, we have. So we will not choose the options of VMs here, so we need to choose the two answer. So first answer would be the create a render form that use Azure batch. Okay, and the another answer will be enable parallel task execution on computed nodes. So when we will enable the parallel task execution, we will get the desired output. Okay, let's choose next question. Your company has migrated several line of business application to Microsoft Azure across multiple regions. The keyword is across multiple Azure regions. Okay, we need to choose the what is the exact keyword the question is talking about. Application has been deployed in various VNets. There has been a sudden spike in the data egress and traffic going out to the internet. Okay, which solution should you consider in your design that will help you to audit your company's network activity? Okay, So here you may say that the keyword is virtual networks here, and what we are going to do, what we need to do, we need to analyze it, right? How we can analyze? We can do the analyze the traffic with the help of traffic analytics. Okay. Here we are not talking about the advisor because we are not talking about the existing resources that Azure will give the advice. We are not talking about any firewall changes, any port changes, or we are not talking about the express route. So the correct answer will be traffic analytics. Next question. Your customer is planning to migrate on-premises application to Microsoft Azure. Your customer wanted to migrate application to Azure PaaS service without making significant change to application code base. Okay, the application in on-premises environment uses legacy form-based authentication to validate user credential. However, your customer wanted to use Azure Active Directory to have seamless sign-on. You need to recommend a solution. Which solution should you consider? Here the application in on-premises environment uses legacy form. Basically, legacy form is there where we provide the username and password and it is getting authenticated up from our database, right? Here, if you will see that user is company is not okay to basically what they want, they want to use Azure PaaS service without making significant changes to the application code. They also don't want to move it, but they want to use Azure Active Directory and they want to use single sign-on. So in this scenario, what we will recommend, this is recommended to use the password based. Okay. Next question. Your company is planning to migrate on-premises data center to Microsoft Azure. Your customer wanted to make sure that company employees should be able to use same username and password that they are using on-premises. Here we are again talking about the integration. We already have on-premises data center. We are talking about to integrate with Azure AD, and the scenario is that they will want to use the same username password as they had in the existing Active Directory. Moreover, we must take precaution not to store any password in any format to cloud environment, right? Your company has security department wants to allow employees should be able to log in using their smart card. Okay, so here we are talking about the smart card, and the smart card is a third party, right? So we want to have some mechanism that the authentication can be done. So guys, if we talk about that, we need to do the authentication on the on premises, not on the Azure AD, and we want to use the Azure AD for other purpose. And what happens in that case, basically you can go through the Google as well. So we use the Azure AD Connect, in which we integrate to each other. uh, like we integrate the on-premises AD with Azure AD. So here if in case we want to have the login directly via the Azure, what we will do, we use the Azure password hash synchronization. But here we have the two options, either Azure AD pass-through authentication or Azure AD federation services. So in this case, we will use the Azure AD federation services because here we are talking also about the third-party service, third-party login, right? Next question. You are planning to migrate your application from on-premises to Microsoft Azure. You have created 3 virtual networks to segregate web, app, and database layer virtual machines in Azure. You have created 30 virtual machines across 3 virtual networks and assigned private IP address for your virtual machines. You plan to use Azure Bastion service to remote login to your Azure. So guys, here what we are talking about 3 Azure virtual networks. On each virtual network, we have implemented VMs. So one virtual network is dedicated to web, one for the app, and one for the database layer. So what Azure Bastion services is applied on the virtual network itself. So as because here we have 3 virtual networks, so we will provide the 3 Bastion services, right? Okay, next question. You are designing an application named as My Application 1 for your customer, named Customer 1. Your customer is into supply chain business. My application 1 should allow supplier to sign up as supplier using their own identity. Anyone should be able to sign up as supplier without reaching to customer 1 help desk. Customer 1 wanted to allow suppliers to sign up using their social account like Facebook. What is the correct or which solution we need to consider? Think. So guys, here customer 1 is talking about to have the self sign up. He wants that customer should be able to sign up by himself. Answer is in the question itself, right? So the correct answer is self sign up, self service sign up. Next question. Your customer has created several Azure subscription and deployed several resources as part of cloud transformation program. Over a period of time, the number of subscriptions has significantly increased. Cloud operations team find it is difficult to manage number of subscription, especially to define standard and governance strategy. You are asked to review the Azure design and recommend a change which will reduce cloud operation team concern. What should you consider in your recommendation? So guys, here we are talking about some governance, some strategy, because here we have a number of subscription. So what happens? We need to choose the correct answer. The correct answer would be the Azure Management Groups. What is Azure Management Groups? It is a collection of subscriptions, right? So we can manage our subscriptions with the help of Azure Management Groups. We can create our own Azure Management Groups. As from the other answers itself, because we are not talking about the Azure policy, we are talking about some top level things. So that top level thing is Azure Management Groups. Okay, next question. You are migrating business critical application to Microsoft Azure. Application owners are concerned about cyber attack risk that may happen in cloud, right? And considering the criticality and sensitivity of data processed in these applications, your security administrator want to implement time-based access to operation team to perform maintenance activity. Your legal team wants a log of activity for auditing purpose. What solution should you consider? So guys, here we have the two requirement. One requirement to have the just in time means the access when they are required exactly, and the auditing, right? So what we will do, we will answer this option, choose this option, just in time access and activity logs, because we can get the audit activity from the activity logs, right? And we can provide the just in time access with the help of just in time feature. Okay, next question. You are designing an application for your customer. Your customer wants the flexibility into choose compute and storage required to support the workload. Your customer holds a license for on-premises SQL Server. Which solution we need to recommend by keeping in mind the cost? So the requirement is here to have an option, to choose an option where we will have the flexibility to choose compute and storage, right? And that option is provided by the Azure SQL vCore based model. Here we are also talking about the license. We want to use the option of bring your own license. So that feature is provided by that benefit is provided by the Azure SQL vCore based model. Okay, next question. You are designing a storage solution that will use Azure Blob Storage. The data will be stored in a cool access tier or an archive access tier based upon the access pattern, right? So we have three types of data that will be used infrequently: telemetry data, promotional material data, and virtual machine audit data. A colleague recommends using the archive access tier to store the data. Okay, one of the colleague represent that suggests that we can use the archive access tier because we can, that will also reduce the cost. Okay, now we need to choose the correct strategy, correct statement, right, with respect to that strategy. So here we are talking about, if you will see the archive access tier, and as per the suggested answers, we have one of the answer like storage cost will be based upon a minimum of 180 days. We know it. If you have read about the archive access tier, so the minimum is, storage cost work upon the days of 180 days. Okay, next question. Your company is planning to implement the business continuity and disaster recovery for various virtual machines that host finance application in the company's on-premise data center. The finance application required that data must be retained for 7 years. In the event of disaster, the application must be able to run from Azure. The recovery time objective is 10 minutes. You need to recommend a solution, right? So here we have the two requirement. One requirement is to provide this retention for 7 years, right? And to recovery. So from these two requirement, we should have the two options. So if you will see that one is the Azure backup and one is the Azure site recovery. So we will use this option, Azure backup and site recovery. Okay. Next question. You have an application connected to a Key Vault named Key Vault 1 in Azure subscription, which creates certificates that are valid for 2 years. Okay, so we have a subscription and we have a Key Vault, and we create certificate. We have the policy that we can create certificate for 2 years. Now we are planning to move Key Vault 1 to another subscription named subscription 2. Subscription 2 has a policy that block the creation of certificate that are valid for longer than 1 year, right? So in our existing subscription, we have the policy to have the 2 year subscription. Now here we have the policy to basically we have the policy that it should block directly. So what will the impact on application post moving to Key Vault 1 from subscription 1 to subscription 2? Now we want to move this Key Vault from one subscription to another subscription. So we have three options. Operation to create a certificate that is valid for 2 years will be blocked. Operation to create a certificate that is valid for 2 years will be allowed. Operation to create a certificate will be allowed, but certification created for 1 year. So guys, here there is a clear policy is there that it will block. Simply the answer is block. So operation to create a certificate that is valid for 2 years will be blocked by an Azure policy assignment. Okay, next question. Your company has migrated several line of business application to Microsoft Azure. Users have reported performance issue with business critical commercial of the shelf COTS application. Software vendor of COTS application believe that performance issue is due to network latency. The other application deployed in the same environment are working fine as expected. Therefore, application support team believe that it is an issue with COTS application. Which solution should you consider in your monitor? Which solution should you consider to monitor the network hotspot and latency? Right, we need to provide a solution where we need to think about the monitoring of the network. So here, if we are talking about the monitoring of the network, so we have the three options with respect to monitor: service connectivity monitor, performance monitor, express route monitor. So here we are talking about the service connectivity monitor, in which actually check that what is uh, so basically we will monitor the network traffic. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Okay, next question. You are designing an application which handles confidential data files. You are planning to store confidential data in Azure Blob Storage. Your security administrator raised concern that data can be compromised if storage account keys are leaked. Also, your security administrator expect that no one should reset the storage account keys manually. You need to recommend a solution for the concern raised by the security administrator. Which solution should you consider? So we have three options. Use Azure Key Vault Secret to store storage account keys. Okay. Use Azure Key Vault storage account key feature to manage keys. And the third option is keep storage account keys in application database. Here we are talking about security. So the yes, Key Vault is considering. So out of these two answers, one should be correct. Either use Azure Key Vault Secret to store storage locally, storage account key, and the second one, use Azure Key Vault storage account key feature. So here guys, we are talking about the storage account itself. So we have a feature in the Azure Key Vault where we can manage the keys with the help of this feature. So the correct answer would be this. Okay. So guys, we have covered around 16 questions. I will create a new video in which I will go with more questions, right? If I will go in this video itself, then this video may become very big, right? So to make the video short, I'm considering and I'm stopping here. And please be in sync with my next video, right? So I will create a next video, and please recommend my channel. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.